is kind of beforehand, get your audit together. In the whole project plan, analytics, sits in the very beginning, in the middle, in the end, and at launch and post-launch. And so we try to get in all those meetings to make sure we know what pages are coming. And what I like to do is really engage. Once the site's locked down, the client says, I want pages here, 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 and here, and then go and kind of create those tags for Omniture. Typically, we just make it in a spreadsheet, a dynamic spreadsheet, where it'll take the section of page it's on, what you want it to roll up as, and it'll generate those tags kind of in a spreadsheet environment. And we'll save that and kind of be able to refer back to it. Once you add content in a later date, we'll need to go back and see, are these categories still correct? Do we need these new pages to roll up onto those pages? And especially when you're implementing Flash in some of these, and another thing, that's what Google Analytics and Omniture, they all track Flash. I believe Omniture tracks a little bit more natively than Google Analytics, but you can definitely track both. So yeah, you just got to be organized with thousands of pages, and we put it in spreadsheets.
And back to your point, it also helps to have a collaborative effort. So we have, a really great development team at IDEA that, over the years we've gone back and forth over, well, this works best for me, but this works best for you. And just trying that back and forth, and I think once you find what that perfect middle is going to be, that it works a lot easier, and it's just sticking with that and not changing it halfway through, because then pages get lost or identifiers are lost.
Oh, and one thing, that WASP tool we pointed out, it's $50 if you want to use it for more than 20 minutes in the developer. It's well worth it because you can test those pages. The worst thing you can do is launch a page and have it roll up wrong and your data's wrong. It'll actually show you, even in Flash, it'll show you the tag being passed through to Omniture, the variable, the account name, everything. So you can really kind of QC your work. We QC it on our end. We have our QA team QA it. We have everybody QA it, and everybody's got the WASP, on their system. They can really see without having to go and look at the reports and everything like that. So I'd highly recommend that. I think I get a referral for that too. Yeah. Stefan Hamill develops it. Just a random guy just decided to make it, and it's like the best thing ever. So, any other questions, anybody? Dying to know anything about web analytics, SEO, life in general? Go. Yes, Lori. Yes, Lori. That's a good question. So for SEO, we like to use a web trends product called Web Position, which will automate a lot of the queries. It's $400, I believe. And what it'll do is you put the list of you put your site in, obviously, and you put a list of your keywords that you want to show up in Google, Yahoo, MSN, and they have even got international sites on there too. If you're targeting, Eastern Germany, you could certainly use their search engines there. And then it'll show you how you perform week over week. So if you're making changes going on week over week, you can see how that's affecting your overall score. And it'll show you, hey, you went down in Google this week, this word and this word. And you're like, okay, gotta check out that page. What's going on? And of course it could be your competitor is doing a better job and you're just kind of sitting there. But it gives you that visibility. And what's nice about it, it's automated too, so it'll send you a report each week. Web Position. Doesn't work on Vista, and I'm not sure how much they're supporting it. XP only, yeah, XP only. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, you can also take the meta tags, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because meta tags just aren't what they used to be. And one of the things we like to use, there's a Firefox plugin that I use. I think it's called like Sense SEO or something like that, and you could type in a word or two on a page, and it'll tell you how that page performs in all these different categories. And I just use that as kind of a baseline. If I see if there's something, automatically that scores an F, I know I got to work on that and kind of go from there. I think it's Sen, like SEN SEO, and it's just an add-on in Firefox. It's free. Any other questions? Oh, got one. Yeah, everybody's like, let's see. Web CEO, I do not. Is that